Ksenia Karelina was a young woman with a passion for dance. She lived in Los Angeles and was an amateur ballerina. Ksenia was a dual citizen of the United States and Russia. She had immigrated to the US and embraced her new life. In 2021, she officially became a US citizen. Despite this, she maintained close ties to her Russian heritage and family. In January 2024, Ksenia decided to travel back to Russia. It was a simple trip to visit her family and reconnect with her roots. She had no idea that this journey would turn her life upside down. Upon her arrival in Russia, Ksenia was arrested. The charges against her were shocking: treason. The Russian authorities accused her of financing terrorist activities. Her alleged crime: donating a little over $50 to a US-based charity. This charity, they claimed, was supporting Ukraine amidst the ongoing conflict. Ksenia, a lover of the arts and family, was now a political pawn. Ksenia's arrest sent shockwaves through her family and friends. A $50 donation, a seemingly insignificant act, had branded her a traitor in the eyes of the Russian government. The severity of the charges was bewildering. Treason carries a heavy sentence in Russia, and Ksenia was facing up to 12 years in prison. The Russian authorities argued that any support for Ukrainian organizations, regardless of their nature, constituted a threat to Russia's security. Ksenia's case highlighted the increasingly tense relationship between Russia and the West, particularly in light of the Ukrainian conflict. The US government was initially unaware of Ksenia's arrest. It wasn't until February 8, 2024, almost 3 weeks after her detention, that the US became aware of her situation. The reasons behind this delay remain unclear, raising concerns about the effectiveness of consular protection for dual citizens in politically charged situations. The news of Ksenia's imprisonment sparked international outrage. Human rights organizations condemned her arrest as politically motivated and a violation of her right to freedom of expression. The US government, now aware of the situation, sprang into action. Marco Rubio, then US Secretary of State, took up Ksenia's case. He publicly denounced her detention and demanded her immediate release. Rubio, along with the US diplomatic corps, worked tirelessly to secure her freedom. Behind the scenes, negotiations were taking place between the US and Russian governments. The details of these negotiations remain largely confidential. However, President Trump, then in his second term, played a significant role in securing Ksenia's release. On April 10, 2025, after more than a year of imprisonment, Ksenia Karelina was finally released from Russian custody. She was allowed to return to the United States, where she was reunited with her relieved family and friends. Her release was a testament to the tireless efforts of the US government and the international pressure on Russia. Ksenia's case highlighted the complexities of dual citizenship and the precarious situation of individuals caught in the crossfire of geopolitical tensions. Her ordeal served as a stark reminder of the importance of human rights and the fragility of freedom in an increasingly polarized world. While Ksenia's return to the US marked a personal victory, her story continued to raise important questions about international law, diplomatic relations, and the responsibility of governments to protect their citizens abroad. Ksenia's case served as a cautionary tale, a reminder that even seemingly insignificant actions can have life-altering consequences in a world where political tensions run high.